The boxing world is officially on fire. Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford, two of the most elite fighters of this generation, are on a collision course for September. But this isn't just a super fight. It's a clash of styles, size, and legacy. Canelo, the bigger man, the seasoned champion across 4 weight classes. Crawford, the slick southpaw with speed, precision, and an undefeated record. But as the hype builds, one thing is becoming crystal clear. Canelo is not taking this lightly. His new training footage reveals a man locked in, preparing for war. This isn't just another payday. This is personal. And through every jab, hook, and brutal drill, we're seeing the mindset of a man who knows the world is watching. Let's break down 12 powerful moments from training camps, press exchanges, and expert insights that show just how brutal this fight is shaping up to be. In the latest training footage, Canelo Alvarez looks like a predator in his prime, sparring with power and finesse. He's clearly not here for a paycheck. He's here for a legacy win. With Eddie Reynoso in his corner, the Mexican champion showcased a blend of explosive strength, tactical footwork, and head movement that makes it clear he's preparing for a ghost. Crawford is a slick mover, a master spacing, and one of the hardest puzzles to solve in modern boxing. And yet, Canelo is attacking every training round like he's fighting for survival. The speed is there, the defense is sharp, the eyes cold and calculating. Canelo isn't underestimating Crawford. He's expecting a war. That alone tells us how seriously he's taking the task at hand. He knows it'll take more than brute force to get the job done.
You'll do it.
Why not? Why not? I think Crawford don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in. Because, you know, I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw Crawford the last fight and he don't move that much now. So, if the money is right, I mean, why not?
Canelo's public statement about the fight being easy money may sound arrogant on the surface, but read between the lines and it's something else entirely. He says he doesn't usually like fighting slick movers like Crawford because they make fights less exciting, but this time he noticed Crawford isn't moving as much anymore. That's a psychological tactic. He's planting seeds, maybe trying to bait Crawford into being more aggressive, or maybe he's convincing himself. But more importantly, this quote shows Canelo's experience. He studied Bud's recent fights. He's not stepping in blind, whether it's ego or mental warfare. What stands out is Canelo's supreme confidence at 168. He believes that inside his weight class, Bud will be a visitor and he'll be the landlord. That's a dangerous mindset because when a fighter truly believes he's in control, he fights like it. Forget the calm demeanor outside the ring. Canelo is unleashing hell in training. From grueling mitt-work to resistance drills and heavy bag sequences, it's obvious this version Canelo is turning up the intensity. He's not just preparing to outbox Crawford. He's preparing to break him down physically. It's almost primal. That level of training speaks to fear, not Crawford, but of losing. Canelo knows that beating Crawford isn't just about size. It's about pace, reflexes, timing. And if he wants to slow Crawford down, he needs to be relentless from the opening bell. This brutal camp suggests that the game plan is to wear Bud down, round by round, until his brilliance starts to fade. Canelo is treating this like the biggest test since Golovkin, and that tells us everything. We all know Canelo can hit, but this training clip reminds us of something people often forget. The man can slip punches like a welterweight. His head movement, particularly against the bag and in reflex drills, was surgical. This shows that Canelo is preparing not just to attack Crawford, but to read him. Crawford is a sniper. He punishes mistakes. So if Canelo stands in front of him like a statue, it's game over. But here we see the opposite. The Mexican champion is bobbing, weaving, timing his movements with precision. It's not flashy, it's efficient. This tells us his camp is laser focused on making sure he doesn't fall victim to buds counters. It's the kind of preparation that wins fights on the scorecards, even before the first punch lands.
Tiempo, Saúl. Ubicando el pecho y la mano mirando los pies. Saque el pecho. Venga, Saúl, bien.
One of the most underrated weapons in Canelo's arsenal is his left hook or uppercut. It's his work ethic. From his teenage years in Guadalajara to world championships across 4 weight classes, this man's success has been fueled by sheer obsession. This latest training clip feels like a tribute to that journey. There's no lounging around, no half-speed drills, just constant pressure. A man trying to beat the ghost of what he used to be. And let's not forget, critics said he was slowing down, that he lost a step after Bivol. But watching this footage, he's rewriting that narrative with sweat and sacrifice. Canelo is preparing like he's chasing greatness, not defending it. That mindset is lethal, especially against someone like Crawford, who's coming with his own storm of motivation. This part of Canelo's training might be the most revealing yet. We see explosive strength, unbreakable rhythm, and offensive intensity. This isn't Canelo going through the motions. It's Canelo declaring war. His punches aren't just fast, they're purposeful. Every combination is followed by movement, then more pressure. What's clear is that Canelo is preparing for Crawford's unpredictability by becoming the storm himself. He's conditioning his body to throw with volume, chase angles, and impose his will over 12 rounds. You don't prep like this for an easy fight. You prep like this when you're facing a man who could make you look foolish if you fall behind. Canelo is sharpening the blade because he knows what's at stake. This isn't just another title defense. This is about legacy, and he's preparing for nothing short of an all-out war. Canelo Alvarez's evolution is no accident. Behind every pivot, every roll under a hook, and every inch-perfect counter stands a meticulous mind of Eddie Reynoso. This training footage shows exactly why Reynoso is more than a coach. He's an architect of champions. The sequences of drills Canelo goes through under Reynoso's watchful I reveal a fighter being built to handle every possible angle Crawford might throw. We see work on head movement, rapid-fire body shots, combinations off the pivot, and strength-building resistance exercises. The message is clear. This is not a get-in-shape camp. It's a solve-the-puzzle camp. Eddie once said, "Don't go to the fight if you're not going to win it." That mindset is etched into every second of this clip. Canelo isn't coming to compete. He's coming to conquer, and he's building the muscle memory to do it.
They are a weight class for a reason. And you need to ask him. It's different. I know in his mind he think he can do whatever he wants because he's very talented fighter. He's a very good fighter. I like how he fight, but that's why there are weight classes. And he knows now. He knows.
Canelo doesn't mince words when it comes to the topic of weight. He says there are weight classes for a reason, and he's not wrong. This is a brutal reality in boxing. Size does matter. Canelo is naturally stronger, denser, and more experienced at 168. He doesn't downplay Crawford's skill. In fact, he respects it. But he reminds the world that this isn't a fantasy matchup. It's real. And in that ring, physics and physiology collide with talent. What makes this so telling is that Canelo is drawing a line in the sand. He's saying, "This is my domain, and if Crawford wants to challenge me here, he better bring more than just brilliance. He better bring strength, grit, and durability." Canelo respects Bud, but not enough to concede an inch in the trenches. That statement alone sets the tone for a battle of extremes.
Because we are true fighters.
Yeah, two fighters.
True fighters.
True, yeah, of course. No, not YouTuber fighters.
Huh?
Not YouTuber fighters. Yeah, of course.
They need to talk and talk shit about the fight because they want to sell something. The people know we are great fighters. They want to put a great fucking...
In today's era of exhibition bouts and YouTuber crossovers, Canelo and Crawford standing face to face with Turkey Al-Sheikh was a breath of fresh air. This moment wasn't just about ink on a contract. It was a declaration of authenticity. Two real fighters. Two legends. No gimmicks. No circus. Just pure boxing. Canelo's tone when he dismissed the noise around the fight wasn't dismissive. It was deliberate. He said people will talk trash just to say something. But the real ones know this is greatness meeting greatness. This moment captured what makes this bout so historic. It's not manufactured drama. It's two generational talents risking everything to define their legacy. That's rare. That's boxing at its core. And in that moment, with the cameras rolling and egos silent, the message was loud and clear. This fight is for the real fans.
We don't need to talk shit
I am
about
sure in the end in the mid of September we will have one of the greatest fights ever happen in boxing, and I am sure of it. I am sure.
Yeah.
Turkey Al-Sheikh didn't just hype this fight, he etched it into the calendar of boxing history. His confidence in calling this one of the greatest fights ever isn't promoter talk, it's based on what's at stake. This is pound for pound royalty meeting in the ring. And what makes this fight so colossal is not just the names, it's the unknown. Can the size of Canelo overwhelm the slickness of Crawford? Will Bud's mind and movement be enough to pierce the guard of a natural super middleweight? This fight has no obvious answer, and that's what makes it thrilling. Al-Sheikh's certainty is shared by fans worldwide. The boxing gods have aligned, and the mid-September clash is shaping up to be not just a championship bout, but a moment we'll all talk about for years to come. While Canelo trains with Reynoso in Mexico, Crawford's battlefield is Gleason's gym in New York, a place with decades of sweat and legacy soaked into its walls. And it shows. Sparring with the best of NY's elite, Crawford isn't going through the motions, he's sharpening every tool. What's striking about this footage isn't just his speed, but his control. The way he angles out of danger, counters mid-step, or traps an opponent with a feint is pure genius. It's not raw athleticism, it's experience, calculation, and precision. Canelo may be the bigger man, but Bud is fighting like he's solving a chess match with fists. These rounds at Gleason's are not just warm-ups, they're simulations, and every second reveals a fighter not intimidated by size, but motivated to dismantle it piece by piece. In his final clip, Terrence Crawford moves like water. His footwork is smooth, his hands are fast, and his timing is borderline clairvoyant. This isn't just good training, it's greatness taking shape. Watching Crawford in this form feels like witnessing an artist painting his masterpiece. He's not just preparing for a fight, he's preparing for Canelo. For more exclusive breakdowns, training analysis, and fighter updates, subscribe to Boxahub, because when the gloves come off, the truth comes out.